Hi guys, okay, so it's time for me to finally take out these cornrows. I've had them in for 2 months. So if you've been paying attention, I did 2 months in cornrows in a beehive style. Then I took those out and then waited and then put these cornrows in for yet another 2 months. And basically again, I'm doing those longer term protective hairstyles to give my hair time to rest and just grow. That's all I wanted to do right now. I just need you to grow. I'll keep you moisturized, washed, conditioned, everything else that you need. I just need you to grow. And so by doing that, my hair has been able to grow in maybe a little bit more thicker. And so now I'm gonna show you how I detangle my hair after leaving it in for cornrows for 2 months. So as you can see, this is me cornrolling my hair. So this is not a professional. So no, I can't say this is all growth. All I can say is that this is me doing my best attempt of cornrolling and just leaving it alone. And this also does not have extension hair in it like I did when I did the beehive cornrows. So the takedown is going to be a little bit more difficult, but we can definitely do it. So the way I've cornrolled it and the back is just straight back. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cornrows. And this is what it looks like. I know it's like super kinky right now, so all I'm doing now is I'm going to just go ahead and start to untangle my hair, and then I am going to go from there. Actually, I did forget one thing. I need to get some oil. I'm going to use coconut oil to help ease my hair in unbraiding it and detangling it with my fingers. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, I am going to be using the coconut oil from Simply Nature Simple Choice. This is the USDS organic unrefined cold pressed virgin coconut oil. And from the label here, it gives you a description basically saying you can use as a vegetable oil in eating, you can use as lotion on your skin, to remove eye makeup, remove frizz from hair, and as a natural hair conditioner. I usually use coconut oil in food and on my hair as well as my skin. I don't wear makeup, so that's basically why I like to use coconut oil. It's one of those natural things that you can eat and use on your body, your skin, everything of that nature. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of that. Right now it's cooler in my house, so the coconut oil is in solid form. So if you look inside of here, I've used like quite a bit of coconut oil, and it's mostly solid in there. The chunk of it is back there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and actually apply it to the tip of my hair. I'm gonna keep the oil on my fingertips as I detangle my hair with my fingers. So I just lubricate the ends, and then I begin to untangle. And as far as the ease of the different cornrow styles, I was able to, in my opinion, feel like my hair was a little bit more protected when I had the beehive cornrow braid pattern than this braid pattern. One, because I had the extension hair to hold it in place, and then 2, whenever I was washing my hair, because I would try to wash my hair every 1 to 2 weeks in the cornrows, I felt like the style did not last as long as it did when I had the beehive cornrows, and so that created more frizz, which in my opinion allowed more of my hair to be freed than for it to be locked down and just focus on growing. So what I did, I had connected some of the cornrows together. So now we're into these 2 are connected to this one. So again, I'm going to get some more I'm gonna get some more coconut oil on my fingertips, and I'm gonna come here and we're just gonna unbraid that. Overall, I have enjoyed wearing cornrows underneath wigs versus just the crochet braid cornrows, because it allowed me to focus strictly on the health of my hair and not necessarily how it looked. Whereas with the crochet braids, you are able to see your roots a little bit better than obviously in a wig that covers up your entire hair. So all I'm doing now is just unbraiding, and again my hands are covered in coconut oil. Here you can see some coconut oil. You just keep your hair loose, I guess not loose, but I lubricate it with coconut oil. So my hands are starting to feel like there's not enough coconut oil on them now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some more coconut oil. Again, I'm gonna rub it. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. But I wanna show you, because the most difficult part of taking down older cornrows is not loosening of the ends. It is once you get into the actual scalp. Actually, it's coming down pretty easily. That's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was actually worried because I didn't have extension hair in these cornrows. So I was like, oh my gosh, it is going to be a nightmare taking them down. But it's doing great. Good stuff. And that also most likely has to do with my method. I make sure my hair is very stretched before I actually put in the long-term protective hairstyle. And my hair is moisturized, clean, deep conditioned before I cornroll it up. But then I also keep my hair I keep my hair deep conditioned, moisturized, clean while I'm in the cornrows as well. So right now we're into, it feels like a little bit of resistance, but nothing really that you can't just work out with your hands. So all I'm doing is just taking the hair and undoing it. Okay. So that is one cornrow down, and all I'm gonna do is just finger detangle. And as you can see, my hair is pretty much detangled. That's awesome. Here's some shed hair. So I expect to have a good deal of shedding due to my hair not being combed for such a long time. So now I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm just going to unbraid it. And then I'm gonna show you this one, and then what you'll be able to see from the next clip, I'm going to go ahead and comb it through, so once you actually, if you do attempt this, you'll be able to see how I detangle with a comb to remove the shed hairs. So again, I'm just feeling for the tangles, and you want to take your time on this, because the faster you try to go, the more your hair will tangle. And you just take your time and you unbraid. You just are following the braid that you created and just unbraiding it little by little. This is not a issue with necessarily how long you've kept your hair, but more so your technique when you put them in and your technique when you're removing them. You try to rush this, you're gonna have a ball of matted hair, and it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. But let me also give you a warning. I do not want you to think that you can just jump right in and have long-term cornrows or long-term protective hairstyles and not necessarily know your hair or how your hair will react to that. I always recommend you starting with a smaller stretch do a 2-week cornrow or 2-week protective hairstyle, see what your hair reacts to when you take it down, then go 3, then 4, then 5, and so on. The longest that I've done so far is 3 months, and my goal is to do a super long stretch, and hopefully that can be 6 months. But the next long-term protective hairstyle I do, I'm going to do 4 months, but that's after I do I'm going to do rubber band braids first. That's going to be a month, and then I'm going to go into the 4-month protective hairstyle. So all I'm doing here is just unbraiding, and look at, it's starting to get a little matted right here. I can feel it. So let me get some more coconut oil. Put some coconut oil on my hands, and I'm going to go ahead and get right up in here, right up in there, right where I feel that knot. And I'm just going to take my time, and then I'm going to just take it right at the bottom where that braid is coming out, and then I'm going to feel it. I'm feeling it right now. Okay, so now we're here. There's a knot right here, I can feel it. So let's start from the bottom. I'm going to detangle from the bottom here. There you go. And the knot is coming out. You just take your fingers and you just keep playing around with it. Don't rush it. Don't rip your hair. Just take your time. Make sure it's lubricated with oil and go from there. If you don't want to use coconut oil, you can use castor oil, which is a little bit thicker. If you want to go a little bit thinner of an oil, then I recommend you go ahead and use olive oil. Those are the 3 oils that I have used and used. If you have used an oil that detangles your hair really well, that has really good slip, go ahead and put it down in the comments section so people can know what other oils they can use in their detangling sessions. So again, here's some more shed hair. So this is just 2 cornrows. So as you can see, my hair is really like thick. So what I'll do now is I'll finish taking out the cornrows, and then I will go ahead and show you how I detangle with the comb, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll do a pre-poo. Okay? Alright, I'll see you guys in a second after I finish taking out all these cornrows before I do my combing section. Okay, see you in a bit. Hi guys, okay, so I have finished taking down those cornrows after wearing them for 2 months, and the back was way more of a difficult issue than the front. However, the same method applies that I showed you in the beginning of the video, where you just throw on a whole bunch of coconut oil and you just work slowly from the bottom, and you just use your fingers. I don't use anything else but my fingers initially so that I can fully detangle. So the more matted in the back, the more matting that I had in the back, I just had to use a lot more extra coconut oil, and it just took me a little bit more time. But that's all you need, time and coconut oil, and you'll get through those tangles. So now what I'm going to do is I have my wide tooth comb and even more coconut oil, and I am going to go ahead and do a pre-poo. I'm going to have a separate video on the whole pre-poo process, but what you need to know is that my hair right now has a lot of coconut oil on it, and essentially I'm going to use a comb to finish the detangling process. So what I'll do now is take a section, and I will go ahead and part it out just like this, okay? And I will take my comb starting from the end and then just work my way up. And you're still gonna run into tangles because remember, all you did was just finger comb it. Now you're gonna actually comb through it with a utensil that's not your fingers, that's a little less flexible. So you're gonna get a little bit more resistance, but again, nothing that coconut oil and time won't resolve. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do here. And then what I'll do next is start the pre-poo process. I'm gonna layer it with coconut oil and castor oil, braid it up, and then do the pre-poo. So from here, I will take it now, divide it up, braid it down. Okay, and that's it. And so again, this is how I prep my hair for pre-pooing. If you would like to see how you should pre-poo your hair, what's pre-poo, and what method I utilize to get the best pre-poo process, go ahead and it's going to be in the description box below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and let me know how your detangling journey is going. Are you doing long-term protective hairstyles? What's working for you? What's not? And any questions that you have, go ahead and leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy hair journey and God bless.